Hello Year 5! This week we are going to be geographers. Now we did do a geography unit back in January. See if you can remember any of the things that we learnt in term 3. Geography is the study of the Earth's landscapes, people, places and environments. Quite simply, what that means is geographers study the world in which we live. In term 3, we learnt about what continents were, what countries were, what counties were, and what cities were. We looked at where we lived, and we looked at lots of places on a map. We started by learning about the continents of the world. There are 7. Have a look at this picture and see if you can identify which continent is where. How many continents were you able to name? Well done! We live in the continent called Europe. This here is a map of all the countries in Europe. We have got arrows pointing to the country that we live in, which is England, which is in the United Kingdom. Notice how the names of the countries are in capital letters, like Norway, Sweden, Finland, and the Ukraine. In each country there are also some major cities that are labelled. They are next to these circles. And in each country there is a city next to a star. These stars are indicators that the city is a capital city, and I'm going to remind you what a capital city is in a second. You can see that the capital city of England is London. Take a look at this map because part of your quiz later will be asking you to name some countries in Europe. See if you can do this without looking back at this image. We know that a continent is a large mass of land, and within that large mass you may find several different countries. Each country is run differently. Some are run by monarchs and some are run by a leader, like a prime minister or a president. Inside each of those countries they are sometimes divided into different sections. In the UK, we have smaller areas called counties. These contain cities, towns and villages. Within each county, we have leaders who may decide to run the county a little bit differently. The council of each county would decide how things like education, transport, like buses and trains, the police, the fire service, social care, libraries and things like waste management, that's like your bin men, are run. Each county is different. Do you know what county we live in? We live in the county of Bristol, which is in between Gloucestershire, Wiltshire and Somerset. Some of us may even live in a smaller county called South Gloucestershire. That's where I live. It's very close to Bristol, and it's still classed as living in the city of Bristol. Within these counties you will find cities. Some cities are bigger than others. Here are some of the main cities in England. Have you been to any of these before? Bristol is also a city, as is Manchester. Can you think of any other cities? If you're a football fan, think of some football teams to help you. What is the difference between a city and a capital city? Well, a capital city is usually where the leader of that country lives. For example, our Prime Minister lives in London, as does our Queen. It is usually the place where a government building is. So the capital city of Scotland would be Edinburgh, the capital city of the Republic of Ireland would be Dublin, and the capital city of England is London. Do you know any of the capital cities of our countries in Europe? Here is the quiz for you to complete today. It was attached in your daily home learning email. You may recognise it. You completed it back in January. You can use the images from any of the slides in my video to help you, or if you have an atlas at home, you can use that. But try and do as much as you can before you use any resources. The answers have also been sent to you, so you can use that to mark your work. Good luck! Bye!